Hello guys, it is me, the best Reinhardt player, in the game, you know how it goes. So, this is season 4, how to play Reinhardt and win every game. It's been a rough season for Reinhardt, I have to be completely honest. Let me show you my profile here real quick, right? So last season, right, we were rank 8, we had 59% win rate. So we went from 59% win rate into 55%. And at the start of the season, I had like 40% win rate, right? So, I'm gonna explain to you guys how to play Reinhardt this season, because everything has changed this season. You lost 50 armor and gained some HP, so right now you have 600 HP. You can't see it here because, open queue, but I'm gonna show you guys soon. And in this video, I'm gonna be going over how to play Reinhardt this season, why playing slow doesn't work anymore, and how to identify when to go very fast. So we're gonna be doing a full Divehardt tutorial. If you guys don't know about Reinhardt builders, I have made a full Reinhardt beginner tutorial, how to make winning. This is gonna be how to win with Reinhardt season 4. So let's get into it. So guys, there's this one character in season 4 that is your greatest threat. No other character really matters. Everything else applies. The Zenyatta. The Zenyatta is the most dangerous predator Reinhardt has. You have to deal with this threat, and I'm gonna explain to you why it's so important. Like, Discord Orb just makes you die so fast. You have Discord Orb, everything kills you. So your number one opponent in season 4 is the Zenyatta. If enemy has a Zenyatta, you must find a way to swing on him every single fight, or you're going to lose. Okay, I'm just gonna demonstrate you why. Okay guys, I'm gonna show you how annoying it is. Like, you try to walk on the Zenyatta, he's just gonna keep kicking you away. It can be very, very annoying. It can be absolutely annoying if he just kicks you, and then he Discord orbs you, and then he keeps kicking you away. Well, at some point you can catch him, but imagine the Zenyatta just kicking you. Right now, obviously I'm in a 1v1, so it's a little bit different. But if the Zenyatta just kicks you and uses his ability, it's actually very hard to 1v1 the Zenyatta. I'm going to try to 1v1 the Zenyatta now, and I'm against a professional flex support player for the team Finland, Miki Yi, right? So, let's see how this goes. Like, just a tank versus 1v1 against the Zenyatta. Well, there I could have killed him if I hit the fire strike. But the point is, like, it's very easy for a Zenyatta just to 1v1 Reinhardt. I'm gonna do it one more time, just to show you guys that how cancer this hero is. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna try to use everything, play even smarter than last time. I'm gonna hold shield, walk up to the Zenyatta. It is going to be incredibly difficult for me to 1v1 him. He can just kick me away, and then when I shatter, he can just drink the shatter, and it's like, this character is so hard to find and run. I'm gonna try to run away, get the mecha. I'm gonna re-engage the Zenyatta, and can I still beat him? He's just going to run away. He's just gonna keep running away, and then I can try to go for a pin, but I go for a pin aggro play. I get kicked, and then I die. So this character is incredibly broken, and obviously here it's a 1v1. If I just hold shield and run at him forever, I could probably kill him. But like in a real life scenario, that's never going to happen. So I'm gonna explain you guys strategies in game, and probably my favorite secret OP pick with Reinhardt you guys probably don't know about. So let's get into that now. So you guys probably know good heroes with Reinhardt is like Lucio, Mei, Cassidy. I mean, obviously, but like there's been one hero that has been kind of overlooked in my opinion. I would actually say it's the best hero to play with Reinhardt in a competitive game. Like, it is very surprising, and if you combo it with a Lucio Reinhardt, it becomes incredibly deadly. And it is Symmetra. You have this thing called the TP, right? Like, let's say enemy Zenyatta is being a pesky little devil and sitting on the high ground, and Reinhardt is like, oh no, I cannot fly. Then you go for the TP, and then you're on the high ground, and oh my god, Zenyatta died, GG. Right? There's also this hero called the Life Fever, right? But Life Fever is just the worst character in the entire game, and you should never play Life Fever. Like, absolutely no reason. Because you know what is the worst part about Life Fever? You don't get to have Pap or Lucio, and you need to have Pap, Lucio, or Ana instead of Pap, or even Moira, and that's the case. But yeah, guys, you should try to get a Symmetra duo going. Symmetra one-tricks are the hot commodity this season in ranked. So I'm gonna show you guys explain some gameplay and like how to get the Divehardt gameplay done. So here you can see, guys, let me show you guys a fight where I play slow. Like, this playstyle would work in season 3, right? Like, because you have more HP right now. You have 600 HP with some armor, but less armor, and armor makes you live, right? So here, Reinhardt just does not work the same way he worked in season 3. So you have to be incredibly careful as a Reinhardt player now that you play slow. If you play slow, you need to have like an incredible corner. I'm gonna have a tutorial for corners coming soon as well, guys. But like here you can see I'm just kiting, swinging, playing to live. My team is falling apart, so I'm just gonna die on point, right? In season 3, I probably could have lived here and kited longer, but it just does not work that way. Enemies not even playing Zenyatta, and I still die there. So we're gonna go a little bit forward in this game. I'm gonna come back to you guys later, and I'm gonna like show you the fixes and a couple more fights. So guys, here I'm gonna show you a third point where I just play passive and don't do anything. And like this playstyle 100% was the way to play the game in season 3, but now after the Reinhardt nerf season 4, you just have to play differently. As you can see here, I'm just playing very slowly, you know, walking around, fucking about, right? Nothing too crazy. Just chilling, fucking about, chilling, nothing crazy, no crazy stuff. Then I go point, and I've still done nothing. Like, I did not go for an aggressive play. Like, for an example, I could have went here, went for a pin on backline, could have swinged on something, but I'm still playing this wrong right now. Like, I'm still thinking like a season 3 Reinhardt. So here my Mei dies, I keep walking back into spawn, my team is getting flushed in the high ground, we use strength, we are all alive. And I'm still playing corner, I have not done anything, I'm just holding space, right? And this is slowly getting out of control. We're getting surrounded, my team is getting big, Sigma is on the high ground, killing my Mei is dead out of spawn. I'm getting dragon now, this is getting very scary. Soldier is going to flank on the right side. And I still just hold shield on point, right? I'm just holding shield on point, we're getting surrounded, absolutely murdered. And this is also a very stacked ranked game. They have LPBD7 and KSA. Both are incredibly good players. So on attack, here I was like, god damn bro, like we're getting absolutely rolled. So on attack I was like, I told Cloud my duo, guys I'm duoing with a Symmetra. Well, he's not a Symmetra player, but I asked him to play Symmetra, right? So now we have the hot commodity of the season, Symmetra. So let's see how I take this fight with Symmetra here. We go for the TP on the high ground. Like, we just ignored everything. Like, look at the power of this play. We ignored the whole map. Always remember to keep one guy on point, guys. It's really important. Like, if you're gonna be coming in a ranked game, ask one guy. Doesn't matter, Anna or the Mei, someone. One of the supports or one of the DPS have to stay on point, okay? Because like going high ground and not moving point, it's like completely pointless, right? You can't win without moving the point. So here we TP to the high ground and we have taken the whole map. And then I go for my favorite play of the map. This is something you should do. Just like a little bit of a fun fact for Circuit. You can do this to the enemy tank every time. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of a cheat code here. Just look what I do. I go for the pin off the map because, like, you know, insane pin spot. I like, because I know I'm playing against a good player. Like, there's like this thing called a 50-50 on a Reinhardt pin, right? Like, if you don't pin from far enough, it's 50-50. But here, guys, here you could probably predict that the Sigma is going to walk left side, right? But look, I steer to the right side, right? I don't steer left side. I'm steering to the right side. So here, I predicted he's gonna sidestep right, and then I get him off the map, just barely touching the palm tree and going for that. And all of this was accomplished just because of Symmetra TP. I die here, but 100% worth it. And all of that because Divehardt, guys. Divehardt. Always dive on Reinhardt. Lose every fight you lose this season, that you're not going in. Playing AFK on point just simply does not work. You have to get in there. You have to think of yourself as the dive man. You're not Ryan man anymore, you're the dive man. Alright. As here you can see, guys, I came back from spawn from the previous fight, picking up the Sigma off the map. We picked the map here. And you know what I do after we have a pick? I don't go point. You know what I do? I keep diving them bitches, right? You just keep going and going and going. Look at me. Like, I am taking the whole map. Like, single-handedly, I have taken everything. I pin in. I bait the rock. Don't die. And we're going to win. There's nothing enemy can do. I'm just going full aggro. I keep going aggro. I dive the Sigma. I kill the Sigma. You know what I do? I'm done killing the Sigma. I don't go point. You keep going in. You take the space. You go. With the double fire shot on the Mercy. Mercy 1 HP. And you know what you do after you've killed them? You go kill the next people, right? Always keep diving. Always keep diving. And then, remember guys, aggressive part of Reinhardt. Hold the space, boys. You know, I don't go back to the point. You win a fight, you don't go 5-man point. You take that shit. You own the land. You have taken the land from the enemy. You don't want to give it back. Especially when they have a fire. So just keep looking what I do here. I keep sitting on the choke. I do not let enemy get out. I even go to the left side to take another angle. So here we just keep holding space. I went left side so I could mark the fire. Then I started the Mercy. And you know why I'm doing this? Because I'm not holding shield. I'm playing as aggressive as I can. I even pin on the Pharah. As the crazy guy I am. Didn't hit the fire strike, but that's alright. Just kill the Pharah Mercy, playing Reinhardt pretty much. And here I'm timing to KSA that he's getting MTD because you know facts, truth hurts, and you know truth hurts. And I still keep holding aggro. Always aggro, never safe. I'm just holding shield to hold space. I'm not shielding my teammates. I don't care about my teammates. You're the dive man. You're not a Reinhardt man. You're dive man. Then I swing on the Sigma. I have nano boost. Sigma can't do anything. Here I typed KSA again. He got MTD'd, so I'm not moving yet. But we're gonna be moving again. You see what I'm doing, guys? I'm never on point. I'm holding space. Yeah, you just keep holding that space. I'm holding high ground, my teammates can shoot them, then here I'm charging shield a little bit. My mate got a good pick, so I'm like, nah, that's good. Now I go point a little bit, right? Because like, the next space to hold always from corner to corner. We go from high ground, we go to here. Keep the momentum going, we keep the ball going, you know? Oh my god, I missed that. But look at this. And you know what? We have the hot commodity of the month. So, usually if you don't have Symmetra, you're kind of like, damn man, I can't get on the high ground. And then you know what? I'm on the high ground, boys. And you know what happens when I'm on the high ground? Solo barrage. That. But you know what? It was still worth it. Like, I created so much distraction. Enemy used flux, barrage, and then they all die because of that. This Symmetra turret killed their whole team. Just look at the amount. Look how scary Reinhardt looks. Like, he has to barrage me. And then the flux killed no one. And then they're like stuck in a bad place because I dived them. Imagine if we had no Symmetra, I was sitting on point, and then they go for flux barrage on my entire team. But now, because I TP'd on them, I created infinite value, infinite space. I gave my team everything. I actually gave them everything. Like, look at the space. Like, imagine this Pharah went in. Like, imagine when KSA flux is here, and the Pharah goes here. I think my whole team is dead, right? But because I decided to be a Kika Chad, dive hard, not a shield man, I forced the barrage myself. Then he faced his flux. And see what happens after. We get killed ass again. And then the Pharah panics, walks out, dies to that Symmetra turret. And now we're in a very good spot, right? Well, Cloud dies. They might recontest, but we're still in a very good spot. We almost pushed the whole map. Welcome, guys. The game has prolonged a little bit. We got a bit unlucky in a few fights. Doesn't matter. But look at me here. I am pinning, I am going into 5 enemies. I am not holding shield for my team. I don't even know where my team is. Like, half of my team is across the whole map. But you are Reinhardt. You get in there, boys. Like, look at that. I'm walking in 2v5. And because I'm that fucking scary, look what they do. They have to put me down. It's an insta solo nano barrage. Force nano barrage from me and look at the boys C9ing. But that's like the value you create. We're probably not gonna win here, but we forced the best ults in the game, nano barrage. Like, I just created infinite space and look at the overhead again. I literally walk in a 2v5 and they have to use 2 ults to kill me. And this would never happen if I was sitting next to my team, you know. You are the dive man. You get in there. You don't care. Look at that, man. An absolutely powerful image. This is what you have to do if you want. If you want to win this season on Reinhardt, if you want to do big things, you can no longer hold shield and AFK on point. Does not work. You have to get in there and take the ults. Go, guys. I'm coming back to you with another fight. My Symmetra man has went Cassidy because they're playing Pharah. It makes sense. Look what I do here. Just look at the situation at hand, guys. Just think about on any other player. Like, half of my teammates are in spawn, right? Like, my Cassidy is dead. My Ana is in spawn. My Kiriko is not close to me. My Mei is here. And you know what I do? I don't go back. I am literally like pinning in when half of my team is in spawn. Because I know I can handle this. And then look what happened because I decided to pin. I'm going to kill the Mercy. I kill the Mercy, guys, because I am dive man. And then I go on the Pharah. Well, I don't kill the Pharah, but I am dive man. I do diving. And then I have insane aggro, KSA fluxes, and now they're going to die. And I just go smack, smack, smack that boot. Just keep smacking. And he's dead. I'm TD. And that's how you do it. That was a big high note from my Cassidy there. Missed the shatter, guys, but who cares about that? But as you see, like, dive hard all the way. Like, cause I made a decision. Like, the thing is, teammates are great, but like, you don't really need a team. You're Reinhardt. Like Reinhardt is the team. So I decided to pin and kill the Mercy, and then I got the whole map. And then look, I've killed one person, right? Then I'm zoning Pharah and Ana. Pharah and Ana can't do anything. So KSA is fluxing 1v5 again. and then I'm gonna kill him after it. And single-handedly, if I do not pin that Mercy, I think we're in big trouble. They had EMP, Valak. We were in big trouble. And it's Flux as well. Because Divehardt is the way to go. I won that round for my team. Sometimes, guys, there you can see enemies playing Fire Diva now. So I asked Cloud to go hit scan. Right? Because enemy has to counter you so hard. So your DPS can counter their counter, right? Like we were playing Zenyatta into the Sigma. And then they started playing Pharah on Circuit. And Circuit is a very bad Pharah map, right? So I asked Cloud to go Cassidy again. And now I'm taking the whole map. Look at that. Divehardt playstyle, boys. We Divehardt, Divehardt, Divehardt. And this game went from like almost unwinnable to now it's looking like almost a guaranteed winner. Well, here happens the best combo in the game, guys. Not a parah. So we die. But like we captured first point with like how much time did we have? Like a minute or something. It's a pretty good push. And now we go for the defense. This is the clutch round. This is where all the big gamers are made. And you know me, I'm cooking that. Just TPing here. Incredible play. This is gonna work out incredibly well, guys. Just watch and see. Insane play. This is gonna work out nicely. You can stand here. It's just a pro tip, guys. Yeah, this is going very well. Pharah is killing my whole team. And I have to go point. But you know what? It's the dot that matters. It really is the dot that matters. And nothing else matters except the dot. And we die on point, guys. That's the good thing about Overwatch, right? It's okay to die in spawn because you have another fight, boys. It's gonna be crazy here, right? Like now I'm kind of like I can't walk in, but look at my Mei. Like I love aggressive DPS players. Like my Mei carries this fight so hard. My Mei has no ice block and he just sprints it into enemy spawn. Like this is an excellent place where my Mei realized that he needs to do something. Like he needs to make a play. So my Mei made space for me. I've been making space this whole game, but sometimes your team makes space for you. So here I realized they're all eating on the Mei. So I pin on the Diva and then I go in. Because my Mei was creating space for me. It's like, you know, it's like a flow, ebb and flow or whatever you say, you know. It goes both ways. You make space, now my DPS makes space. And then I keep pinning in it. And you know what, guys? Because I pinned in, enemy's gonna panic here. They have none of Pharah, right? Like none of Pharah is their whole win condition of the Steam comp, right? Pharah is gonna kill everyone with none of. And because I'm playing aggressive as fuck, they use none of Pharah in their spawn. And this is a big mistake from the enemy. Absolutely horrible. Like it's okay to die here, you know why? Because we have another fight and it's overtime. 50 seconds left. This is perfect. And none of this would have happened if I didn't decide to pin into their spawn. All of this has happened because I'm not playing slow, shielding my team. I am making diving on Reinhardt, and that's what you gotta do. So they use none of Pharah here, and that's all good because look at our ult economy, guys. Just look at the economy. We have everything except beat. Very nice of my Lucio to flex to Lucio this game. He was not a Lucio player. Very nice guy. So now we have like Shatter, High Noon, Mei ult, Window, into Diva Bomb, Valak, Dragon. Dragon yet. So this looks like a very nice fight for us. Look down the window, interesting window. And then here I'm kind of just turning on the back line, right? But you guys see what I did here again, right? Divehardt. A bad Reinhardt player here would have turned on the Diva, right? Like, you see a Diva flying 1v6, right? But this is the secret to tank. You don't peel the enemy tank. You know how you peel the enemy tank? You let your supports fight the tank and you go on the enemy backline, right? So I'm gonna go over here, guys. I'm gonna show you high level tank play. Enemy tank is good, I'm good. Like their Diva is 1v5ing my backline and I'm 1v5. Well, the Pharah is not looking at me, but I'm like 1v3ing their backline, right? Like both of the tanks are going on the backline because this is how you play tank. You go on the backline, you don't peel the enemy tank. And then I go for the Shatter on the Ana behind on the Pharah, and it's looking pretty good. And I got more value than KSA. I'm TD. They rest the Ana, could have probably blocked it. That was an interesting move on the Diva. And now it becomes an absolute gold fight. That is a big blizzard, and then we clean it all up. And there it is. We went from me holding shield and not winning into me pinning into 5 enemies and starting to win the game. So guys, that's what I wanted to preach on this video. This game, they did not have a Zenyatta, but you absolutely have to dive in. Especially when they have Zenyatta. Always dive hard on this season, never play slow, don't hold shield, don't AFK. Only AFK if you have the best corner in the game, let's say King's Row second point. Or Rialto last fight on first point. Defense. So that's how you make winning, guys. You go into them, you pin, don't play slow, never be scared. Every time you're scared on Reinhardt, you lose. Every time you're not scared, you win. So keep those tips in mind, guys. If you guys have more questions, I stream every day. Reinhardt, Reaper, you know how it is. Playing a little bit of Reaper, being fun. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment if you have any questions. I'll read them and answer them. And stay tuned for more tutorials, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.